Hi, the reason why this was re-uploaded is because I found another editing software that I could use to make it to where I could do crap like this. I could do voiceovers, and I can upgrade the sound of the volume. So please enjoy this video.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, I just finished Deltarune, which was a very popular game, but this is by Moonlight, which is not a popular game and is just a free game I found on Steam. Oh, this was what I first got. I really like the music so far though. Yeah, that's what it is. So I'm gonna start with a new game. You're staring down at your phone screen to make sure that the Uber driver doesn't try to kidnap you. Maybe it's just because of your profession, but you've always been the paranoid type. It's a dark and stormy night. It's painfully obvious that it's raining because there's a leak in the roof of the car. It occurs to you that you forgot an umbrella but you don't have enough cash to spare a trip home and back again. The car screeches at a halt at what you presume to be your destination. It's no wonder they hired a paranormal investigator. You've been to plenty of weird places, but this one screams haunted. You see some lights on and assume hope that the client is home. The rain is pretty hard. Should you make a run for it or play it cool? Run like hell, fake it till you make it. Storms are a pain. The driver looks at you. What you can only presume is contempt. Good luck. And as soon as the car door opens, you take off running. While you were aiming for a sprint, your legs aren't nearly as fast as you anticipated. You try to not let your physical weakness get your self-confidence down. You look up. The door seems larger up close than it seemed from the SUV. You raise your hand to knock on the. You see some tendrils of smoke creep out from the door, but honestly you don't know where it's coming from. You hesitantly raise your head. What do you want? You stammer slightly. I'm the paranormal investigator you hired. You think to yourself that he gives off an intimidating aura. What could possibly scare him into calling you? You're starting to reconsider if taking the job was a good idea. Seba down. Don't scare them off like that. It was hard enough to get anyone to come on such short notice. You think you heard him whimper, and a thought briefly crosses your mind that he seems like a puppy. I'm sorry, I thought you were the mailman. You laugh and stretch your arm to pet his head. It's fine, don't worry about it. The woman who calmed Seba down is looking at you doubtfully. Are you really a paranormal investigator? You don't look like one. Okay, what does a paranormal investigator look like? Like the guys from Supernatural? You snap back to reality. Of course I am. You hurried rummage through your backpack for your license. You proudly show her your ID. Okay, so you don't have a name. After all, you are the re-owned. So specially rating to suffering ghost. Too much. Watches Ghostbusters last year. Rating. It is what I'd give myself. Birthday gift cards are ideal. $5 for will you wisp $100 for a banshee? And our $20. Okay, I can't read that. What was your name again? The default name is Idine. Let's do Luna. Lunid, is it?
My bad.
Ah, thank goodness. I was worried that we brought in the wrong person. Haha. You glance down at your soggy clothes and try to hide your embarrassment. She gives you a warm and reassuring smile. Many apologies for the misunderstanding, Lua. My name is Joanne. You give her a slight nod. I look forward to looking with you. She gestures for you to come inside and you follow her lead. You can smell a faint aroma of coffee. You were about to ask Seba if he could have some, but he's cowering in the corner. I don't understand what Seba is. He looks like he wants to ask you something and is nervously tapping his foot. Ask him what's wrong. Seba, is something bothering you? His ears perked up and he looks to the side shyly. I was wondering what you are. Oh, I'm sorry if I was being rude or anything. I just didn't want to call you something bad. Joanne shakes her head. Is it Joanne or Jo? Yeah, it's Joanne, right? No, you did a good job, Seba. It's great to treat her with courtesy since she... There's no space. She is doing us a huge favor after all. Speaking of which, she coughs awkwardly. We called you here today for a certain problem. You give her a questioning look. She sighs. Maybe it would be faster if we brought him out. Who? Joanne walks quickly to another room and returns with a hulking figure at her side, following her hand of guidance. I don't know what that was. You feel like the urge to scream, but your voice catches in your throat. It doesn't look scary, though. You quickly turn away in disbelief. The headless being walks awkwardly. Joanne interjects. Okay, so this might be a bit of a lame case. But Hans here lost his head, and we want you to help it in getting it back. Excuse me? Joanne stares at you blankly. You are a paranormal investigator, aren't you? An investigator of the paranormal, not an investigator for the paranormal. But we already wired the money to your PayPal? It's not PayPal. PayPal? No, I don't know. Seba shakes his head gravely, seeing his body walk around aimlessly. That just isn't right. He looks towards you pleadingly. He's a good person, I swear. A bit eccentric, but it's a good cause. You're considering your options? Are you seriously going to look for a head of the Headless Horseman? I'd rather work at McDonald's. Money's money, I guess. You heave a sigh. Well, it seems like decent people, so I'll give it a shot. Yeah. Her hand feels warm, or maybe it's just because you were out in the rain. You give a slightly relieved smile. At least the rest of you are normal. Siba gives you a confused look. Who said that we're normal? He gestures towards Joanne. She's a witch, obviously. He turns back towards you. And I'm a hellhound? Why is there a question mark and he just looks like a werewolf? Kind of. I don't know. He has like flamey ears. Oh, maybe that's why. Well, to be more accurate, a fox hellhound hybrid. But I thought that was established already. You took a step backwards. I thought you were, I don't know, cosplaying? Going to a dressed up party? Joanne looks at you with a complete disdain. What kind of person does that in their own home? You laughed nervously. Oh, okay. It was great meeting you and all. One monster I can handle at 3. That's just not happening unless... Siba giving you the puppy look. What the Those are not puppy dog eyes, those are cloud eyes. Siba gives you puppy dog eyes. Yeah, I'm out of here. Joanne shrugs slightly. Be my guest. You grab the handle and... It's not opening! You see, as a witch, that handshake of ours kind of made a spirit contract, so you kind of try all you want, but that dork won't budge. Forcing me into a contract without me knowing? Isn't that like, I don't know, blackmail? Illegal? Oh, it is. In most states. Not this one, though. You know, with the economy and all. Siba nods his head thoughtfully. What about the window? Yeah, with the economy. Economy has nothing to do with it, though. You take a deep breath and breathe out. So, if I find the guy with the head for this Hans guy, I'm free from the contract, right? Pretty much, yeah. She just perked up suddenly. Oh, right, I almost forgot. He barrels out of the room and returns almost immediately with a bag in his hand. Joanne made this for you. He hands you a lightweight black satchel. The witch avoids eye contact bashfully. It wasn't like for you per se. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure these are my initials. She clears her throat. Let's just say that you might need to take some precautions around some of our residents here. And that I don't want you dying prematurely. You gave her a curious look. Or at all, for that matter. Okay, look. Don't you have somewhere to be already? That was a weird laugh. Siba gives a short laugh. Joanne doesn't exactly wear her heart on a sleeve, but she really does have good intentions, trust me. Joanne makes an incredulous look, but he continues. Basically, this bag has an item that will probably come in handy when you're first getting to know people around here. If you want to know anything, just ask us, yeah? You glance down at the bag and then back at Joanne. Got it. Where to start? Much time. By the way, how long do I have for the job? I don't know. Depends on how long you're willing to stay in a haunted mansion. He pauses. Well, ideally, you'll be done by morning. After all, most of us are nocturnal here. You think to yourself that you might need to get some coffee after all. I wonder. What are you? Sorry if this is a bit rude, but what are you guys again? Well, I'm a witch, so I guess that semi-human. But why do I feel like I just got interrupted? Oh, I wanted to interrupt too. Stray fox. Joanne looks like she wants to go back to sleep. Should I ask about any precautions around here? Do you need to take any precautions around you two? Do I need to take any precautions around you two? Joanne heaves a melodramatic sigh. Oh, I get it. It's because you think we're all monsters, huh? We're humans too, you know. You aren't sure if you were actually being defensive until she cracks a smile. My bad. Jokes aside, I came to greet you with Seba because my work area is pretty close by. She pauses. And because, well, Seba's a good boy. You don't even want to turn around to know that Seba is wagging his tail excitedly. Wait, he has a tail? This is new information. Realizing you forgot the most important question. Wait, where should I go now? You were trying to ask Joanne, but Seba immediately jumps in front of you. Oh, I know. He lifts his nose up and closes his eyes. He looks incredibly focused. You think back to all of those documentaries where dogs would follow a trail by scent alone. Without realizing it, you lean forward in anticipation. He sneezes and turns back towards you. It's allergy season. You know, that time of year where you feel like you're dead. Maybe you should just wander around and hope for the best. The best of intentions. Who knows where you are at this point? Clearly, you don't. You walk aimlessly in circles a couple of times when seeing any living or undead, before eventually finding a long hallway. You hear the sound of bones rattling. In the distance, you can see the small frame of someone bent over on the ground. That isn't terrifying. The closer you approach to the figure, the more you realize that rather than being someone who is made out of skin and bones, the person you're looking at, in fact, is a skeleton. You try to hide your surprise so you don't seem rude. The skeleton sighs. Oh my god, he's adorable. Just, where did Seba throw it this time? They appear to be searching for something, but before aware of your presence nonetheless. Did Joanne send you too? The skeleton shakes their head. Regardless, I could really use an extra set of eyes right now. Would you mind helping me out? You think to yourself that after you're decomposed, you'll become a skeleton too. Maybe you should help them out in case you run into them later. Lend a helping hand. My eyes might not be that good, but an extra set of hands could work too, right? The skeleton's eyes, or lack thereof, light up. That would be fantastic. You feel the bony fingers wrap around your hand, in which you assume to be gratitude, but you have a bad feeling in your stomach. Yes, a left hand is such good condition, is just what I was looking for. Wait, what? Wait, I just died? Well, I think that's going to be the end for my first episode of Moonlight, because there's more than one end, and I just died. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I won't look back.